Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right. Got another reaction here from Angry Old Hoops fan. The title of the video, Paul Pierce failed to name one tough American player while stereotyping an entire group of people. Which, after hearing a few seconds, already, I think I'd seen part of this video already, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. Clearly about European players versus American players. Anything you want to throw out there before I hit play, Anthony?
No, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay.
It's just Angry Hope is gonna be like, so who's tough then? It's like who would you consider tough?
Yeah.
And then he gets political. I don't really care about that.
Well, basketball has been. I don't even think it's quietly anymore. It's been changing over as years have gone by, at least in my lifetime. And I'm not even saying like yeah, I watched a little bit of the a little more rougher eras. Maybe not the 80s, right? 'Cause I'm born in the fucking 80s. But
yeah,
there was definitely a grittiness in the 90s and in the fucking 2000s that now looks like soccer. It looks like the way I envision soccer players.
Funny you mentioned that. The F word.
Football?
Funny you mentioned that. But please play.
All right, here we go. Angry Old Hoops fan. Paul Pierce failed to name one tough American player while stereotyping an entire group of people. Here we go.
The NBA, nobody considers the European players tough, especially a player from France.
Paul Pierce got me going the other day for a few reasons. I'm going to start with the first reason. While he was making fun of European players for being soft, I kept waiting for them to name an American player who is hard. And they showed Draymond taking Gobert in a headlock from behind. And I was like, okay, I mean, they didn't say that that's their choice, but they didn't name anyone else either. So you've got Draymond Green cowardly choosing his target of someone who is known to be soft from behind in a headlock.
Or Rudy
to drag someone
or
who
Rudy Gobert
fighting back. Rip on Gobert for that if you want, but you certainly can't give credit to Draymond for doing anything tough there. I would put it closer to the category of cowardly. But
yeah, I'm not calling that tough. I'm calling that kind of like opportunistic, or like some guy's not even looking at you. Remember when who was Carmelo Anthony about to fight, but he wasn't actually gonna fight when he was on the Knicks, right? He like squared up and he's like slowly like walking backwards as he puts his hands up, like still like kind of like scattering backwards, like.
Wasn't it KG?
Yo, hold me back, yo. Hold me back.
KG, because what
it wasn't KG. It was someone else.
You remember that whole fiasco? KG's like, yo, I ate your wife's Fruit Loops for breakfast.
God damn, I didn't know that.
Bro,
Lala?
After the game, after the game, he went to the Boston.
Oh yeah. He went to the locker room or some shit like that.
No, he went he couldn't fit. KG was already in the bus, and he went to go find KG at the bus. Wanted to fight at the bus stop for KG.
Oh shit. But yeah, whatever. Here we go.
Are these guys saying that that's what they want European players to act like? Because nobody's tough on the court. Nobody is tough on the court anymore. People are crying about phantom fouls across the board, complaining after every single play. And you want to point at the Europeans? Show me the role model. Show me the role model that Europeans should be basing their behavior on. You know, I wanted, well, I
He's gonna
didn't
make a
want to,
case.
but I suspected
You know he's gonna
that
make a case
some
for
of the increase in
Pause that real
flopping.
quick. He's
What's
gonna
up?
make a case for Jokic. He's gonna make a case for Jokic.
As being the tough guy on the court?
Like when someone's like when someone like pressed him, like he didn't fold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With Morris and shit. He's gonna get into it. He'll bring it up. But not funny you mentioned soccer. And we go, just gonna mention soccer too.
I mean, that's like the stereotype about soccer, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, these motherfuckers, like grabbing their fucking their shins. Like, oh, he kicked me in the shins. He's like laying on the ground, rolling around. Two seconds later, they're full sprinting like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Sometimes
guys.
they trip. Sometimes they trip. You didn't even touch them. They just know the trip.
They gotta sell the call. Man.
They fly in the air like they got pushed out of a can. Like,
I mean, I guess they can go harder because they have grass to land on. The NBA players, they got hardwood floors.
Yeah, they go all out.
Their shit might actually look worse because they have to like delicately fall down. They can't just like full like hit the ground as hard as they can. They have to like LeBron, like the LeBron getting screening the back. This 200.
You're so big, dude. No one on the court should be able to make you fall when you fall, dude.
This 280-pound motherfucker, like his body's like rippling, like he got whiplash.
Embiid does the same shit, bro. Embiid's always falling and shit. Like he got shot.
This snipers in the arena, bro. in the owner's box, there's some sniper out there, bro.
Press wow.
So guys had enough. All right, here we go.
Would take place in the NBA as people from other countries who all grew up playing soccer, and flopping is a big part of soccer. You can't deny that. And I thought, oh, well, that's going to bring flopping to the NBA. But no. Who is the face of flopping? LeBron
Yes,
James,
LeBron.
who is supposedly the face of the NBA.
No, you're too big
If he's
to
the
do
face
that
of the
shit,
NBA and the face of flopping, you can't show me one player out there who has a bigger compilation of ridiculous flops than LeBron James. Then that
is all right. Is this hater territory or is this legit? What do we say about this? Because
no,
yeah, I mean, I remember Chris Bosh is a big flopper. He was a big flopper on, especially like when you see more of him on Miami, big time flopper. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Marcus Smarts of the world. Like we've seen these players, they flop, bro. They do. Paul Pierce, Ricky Rubio. Paul Pierce himself, bro. Just, like, funny to mention. This dude tore every fucking CL in his fucking knee. Every MCL, ACL, everything's torn, bro. Comes back out next 5 minutes later. Comes back out sprinting.
He tore a fucking boxer. That's what he tore.
These fools get touched and they're fucking like their whole body crumbles to the ground. I'm like, aren't you guys like fucking like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 7 foot fucking motherfuckers, man? 200, 220, 240, 260-pound motherfuckers, and little touches are fucking making people crumble to the ground like that. I'm sorry. And now, and I can't even put all that on Bron. Bron's playing the game like the rest of these motherfuckers are playing the game.
Yeah,
bro.
it's not on him. He just.
Plus, oh, I'm sorry, but you see this image right here? I should zoom in on this when I edit it. Let me put a fucking timestamp. That's hilarious. Yo, Bron, where's your hand going, bro? Right there. Yo, what are you doing right there? You see that?
Is that Roy Hibbert?
Yo, what are you digging for, bro? What are you digging for right here, Bron? Where's my pencil at? Right. Need to write this.
Damn, bro, you're all up in his glute, bro. Holy shit!
No, it's the new NBA instituted drug testing. He's checking for needle holes, bro. That's what he's doing. He's feeling for grooves in there. But yo, I see an anomaly in your ass cheeks right here. And I think the league needs to investigate.
That's crazy, bro. I think George. Oh yeah. Paul George is gonna flop, right? Or no, LeBron is gonna flop.
There's probably gonna be a highlight reel of LeBron flopping.
Yeah.
LeBrons are kind of like. Here's the thing. Look at your size, LeBron. Look at your size, your athleticism. Like, who are you? Who's hitting you like that, and to where you're crumbling to the ground like that, bro? Like you're absolutely like. That's why his probably look more egregious. But I think, in my opinion, I think everyone's doing it. I don't think this is LeBron started flopping. Right?
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Yeah, but
when the NBA makes a rule to stop it, yeah, it means everybody's doing
it. Yeah, but they're not really gonna come on.
No, but they understand people are fucking fed up.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Is the guy who represents American
Look at
athletes,
this
and that's
fucking
embarrassing. You should be trying to side with the Europeans at this point, Paul Pierce. These guys also spent a lot of time
Rudy, your
making
legs are in just
fun
terrible
of Gobert
positions.
being so much taller than Alex Caruso. Personally, I'd rather guard or have a guy guarding.
What's that?
He's gonna make an interesting. He's about to make it right now. He's gonna make an interesting point.
Okay, here we go.
Fun of Gobert being so much taller than Alex Caruso.
Gobert's legs are in a shitty position.
I'd rather guard or have a guy guarding me that is about my height, because those short dudes are slamming into your joints. They're slamming into your guts and your balls and your knees and your hips. They're putting all their momentum down there where you can get injured a lot more easily. I would much rather be taking punishment to the chest and shoulders than everything down there in the knee and groin area. Being tall.
I'd have to stop him there. I disagree. Because look at Rudy Gobert's shitty position. Like, are you going for a rebound? See how low he's getting, how low Caruso's getting to box out? What is Rudy Gobert doing? He's upright. Look at his legs. Is that athletic for anyone? I don't care how tall or short you are. That's a shitty position to be in. He's going for a rebound like he's just supposed to get it. Like, oh, I'm supposed to just get the rebound. It's mine because I'm Rudy Gobert. It's my rebound. I'm tall. I get rebounds. That's my job. This is automatically mine. Like, he's like waltzing into the lane. Like, yeah, he should get punished for fucking waltzing into the lane. Can you imagine a running back with his knees like fucking Gobert's are, running through the fucking in between tackles? Or in between the fucking offensive line and shit like that? Imagine if he has tall, little, awkward, inward knee looking fucking legs running through the fucking line. He's gonna get fucking crumbled, man. So this is sports, and you're fucking running around like this, like you're just supposed to get the rebound? Like, no. Someone's allowed to box you out.
And then he retaliates on Caruso.
Yeah. For boxing out? Like, bro, that's on you, man. Get in a fucking athletic position, box out. If you're getting boxed out, like, put some weight down, create a center of gravity where this guy can't move you around, and try to get the fucking rebound. Instead of just waltzing into the lane like, oh, this would be actually a good example of the lack of physicality in the NBA now, to where this guy thinks he can just waltz in the lane like that. Like, you'd rather have a short guy? Imagine Shaq, like, I'm going to box you out. I'm going to pin you down, like, box you out of this fucking paint. This guy, Gobert's going fucking flying with his legs like that. He has no chance. So it's no wonder even little Nick, he's not little, but, you know, little Caruso is going to fucking move him. Better, lower center of gravity, more stability, more strength, versus stilts, versus two little wooden pegs. Like, who's gonna win, a bowling ball or a fucking peg? So that, I get what he's saying about, like, there's more likely someone will run into your knees or something like that. But if your knees are like that, it doesn't matter who the fuck's running into you. You're in a shitty position. You're gonna get moved around, and guess what? You can hurt your knees because big men will get lower than standing upright like that bullshit. So whatever. But whatever. I'll let him make his point, but I disagree in that sense. I guess. Here we go.
Putting all their
Look at his shitty
momentum
position.
down there.
He has
where you
1
can get
foot off the
injured
ground.
a lot more easily. I would
like,
much
what?
rather be taking punishment to the chest and shoulders than everything down there in the knee and groin.
He's in a
area.
shit position.
Being tall can be great, but not when some little guy comes in and slams his body into your lower area. Later on, they said, well, maybe Luka and the Joker.
No,
I don't know how they actually ended up
Luka?
choosing Luka over the Joker. I'm not sure how that works because
With toughness, he's saying?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Where the fuck do you get that from? What? That guy complains as much as anyone else. He falls down in his layups as much as anyone else. Come on, like, what are we talking about here with Luka?
Apparently that's what Paul Pierce and Skip and them were saying.
Wow. Good God, man. Imagine being a professional at a sport or being a journalist covering a sport for this many years and still not, in my opinion, still not catching on to any of those. And then also at the same time, Paul Pierce, like, don't lie to me, man. Like, come on, man. Like, look at your own career and the idea of flopping. Were you a tough guy in the NBA, Paul Pierce? No, you weren't, bro. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, he was tough because he put the gang thing. That's why he was tough.
Ah, sure. Yeah, KG holds more tough guy credit than Paul Pierce by a mile, in my opinion. By a mile. But
Oh, you didn't see there's videos of KG running from fights.
well, you know, there you go. But he's still over Paul Pierce for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't disagree.
Remember the Warriors with David West and fucking Andrew Bogut and those guys? Like Andrew Bogut's a fucking he's like a tough guy, like tough guy type of guy. Nah, he's European as it gets, but started to fall into the stereotype. But he's a
dirty, bro.
Yeah, he's like a little dirty, a little floppy.
He was shiesty, bro. Yeah, he was just shiesty, bro.
Yeah, he'll flop his ass off too, and he'll take cheap fouls and all that shit.
David West and Andrew Bogut, yeah, those guys,
Yeah,
definitely.
David West will fucking hit you. That's a different thing. That's a different animal. But all right, let's let him continue.
because Joker is someone who actually stood up for himself, and the Morris brother delivered a cheap shot blow to exposed ribs and then turned his back immediately. You know, that's cowardly. That's so douchey to go in and do something that you know isn't cool and then turn your back instead of facing the consequences that you know are coming. You know they're coming. You don't turn your back, you coward, and then pretend that the guy who retaliated is the bad guy for retaliating. Joker put him on the floor, and he should have. He should have. And then Morris actually threatens him, actually says he's going to get his.
Look at Morris, bro. You got shot, bro. Look at this fool on the ground. You're so full of shit. Look at this guy.
Bro, they said he wasn't right for months after that. That little fucking push.
Yeah, PTSD, bro.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You soft motherfuckers, bro. So fucking
Bro, that's not even
patty
a football
cake
play.
ass.
That's not even a football play, bro.
No, that wasn't even that hard of a push.
Bro,
Let's be honest.
Bro, you see these offensive linemen throw the D linemen, bro? That shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, what was
like
it?
A ragdoll, and you gotta get up and play the next play, bro. Worse than this, bro.
You want to talk about like people not being the same again? Like, look at who's that Cincinnati fucking linebacker that cleaned fucking Antonio Brown out, bro. What was his name?
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
This motherfucker is like headshot.
Neither one of them were the same.
This dude is fucking headhunting like putting people out and shit. Like,
yeah.
Out cold. Like that shit, right? What we just saw? Like, please.
No, that's not, bro.
This dude lashed his neck back and forth, like went to the ground. He's getting curdled.
What's his name? What's the dude? James Harrison, bro.
Yeah. Let's measure up hits. Like, well, Jokic is 7 foot tall. He's a big guy. It's like, yeah, go get hit by James Harrison. Like, tell me the difference. Go get hit by Ray Lewis. Someone tell me the difference. Terrell Suggs. Like, tell me, like, let one of these motherfuckers hit you.
What's his name? The dude that just retired from the Rams, bro.
Aaron Donald? Yeah.
Aaron fucking Donald.
Yeah, let this fool fucking hit you. That was a light tap, bro. And this dude's crumbling to the ground. He had time to, like, brace his landing and all. Like, if you're out, there is no bracing your landing. Your limbs go limp, right? You go out cold. Like, you're probably going to smash your face into the ground if you're getting hit for, like, behind you. You're going to smash your face into the fucking ground because your limbs go out. Your consciousness goes out, at least for a blink. And you're hitting face first on a wooden floor, man. That shit right there, like, bro, he pushed you in the back, he hit you in the back. It's kind of hard, and you're acting like, my God, a fucking Ram, fucking F-150s, or whatever the fuck just hit you in the back, bro. Bullshit. Like, I've been tired of flopping in the NBA. And I've been, like, I started calling these guys, like, the softest athletes on the planet. Then I started watching and seeing a little bit more about soccer, and it changed my mind. But, you know what I mean? It's like, from a sport I was watching, like, man, like, these guys are fucking, like,
yeah.
Like, fuck, I need surgery. Like, they get hit, they're like, fuck, I need surgery, bro. Someone call a doctor. Get the card out, bro. Like, bullshit. All right, here we go.
In a podcast later on, nothing ever happened, which to me, it's even more cowardly to make empty threats. Just keep your mouth shut. If you can't make good on anything, keep your mouth shut. Not that I wanted him to do whatever it was he was implying he was going to do, but it's interesting that he didn't get in trouble for making a threat.
If he wanted to, the league wouldn't let him, let's be honest.
You got one guy who stood up for himself, and yet the Europeans are the soft ones. Here's what else got me.
It's personality by personality.
It's so weird that I'm defending France and Europe in general. But it's just the American sports networks have become so absurd. It's infuriating. But Paul Pierce said, especially France, you know, with their little sexy language and people who like to go around eating pastries. And I'm sure they're very nice.
Eating what?
But
apparently
not. Let me tell you something, Skip. The NBA, nobody considers the European players tough, especially a player from France. Oh. You know, they're nice people. They like pastries. They're friendly.
I guess I have
French are supposed to be mean people.
Trained to be sensitive to things that will get
sexy women with
in trouble.
Underarm hair.
Yeah,
you heard me.
Certain people
just unshaved armpits
make a mistake with their words.
Beautiful.
Have to immediately issue an apology while they're cleaning out their desks. Their careers are over because they said something. And yet, it seems to me some people are off the hook for doing similar things. You have to have the same rules for everybody if you want there to be equality, if you want to make progress. One person can't be setting a bad example and get away with it and think that the whole world is being taught a lesson in better behavior. Because Paul Pierce lumped an entire people into a description based on
an entire
how they act,
people,
how they sound, and what they eat. And he said frilly at the end. So he also included what they look like or how they dress. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm getting this wrong. I trust my viewers. But if that wasn't a predominantly Caucasian country or known to be predominantly Caucasian country,
that's right.
Could you say those people look like this, act like this, sound like this, and
this is what he's talking about?
That's what those people are.
He's entering culture war territory.
Imagine someone else doing.
If they want equality, like that opening, like who are they? Like, what's he talking about?
What do you mean, those people? I mean Europeans. All right, that's cool. There's a bit of a point to that. There's a bit of a point to that. Like,
yeah, there is.
If Skip did that, but with strictly black players, like those guys, they all act like this. He'd be done up, right? He'd be done. He's already done for like the way he treated Shannon. Like people look at him as like a racist for doing that shit, bro. You ain't half the player Tom Brady is. Like whatever the fuck he said to him.
So what?
Are you Tom Brady? You'll never amount to him.
That shit was funny. So what, little weasel ass motherfucker? So what?
Listen here, Shannon. No one has made my toes curl harder than Tom Brady.
Oh my god.
I've never screamed so loud in my life. Yeah, that was one of the weirdest moments, I guess, for like sports TV history, bro. I was like, bro, is it like that? Like Tom Brady that much, man? Like, yo, what's going on here?
Oh, I thought you were saying that.
Yeah, that was a personal quote of mine. Yeah, big Tom Brady fan. But yeah, sure, I get what he's saying. Sure, but I don't know. It seems like he's going less race because Gobert is not the whitest guy, you know. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's racial what Paul Pierce is doing. I think he's just saying about the culture of European basketball, and maybe there's a little bit of pride on his part for American basketball. Maybe especially in the era he played in. Not that he was one of the tough guys. I'm just saying, like, maybe like when like you said, like when the Ricky Rubio start popping up and shit, like maybe he views them as like softer players. But I don't think it has anything. I think it's the new culture is the new culture. I don't think it's the European culture is now here. I think it's more of this new thing is just this new thing. That is it. The tougher type players have been fucking quietly edged out of the fucking league because the league wanted more offense. Let's not lie about this. They wanted more offense, and they wanted less rough ball and less. You don't want Ben Wallace is running around everywhere, right? Guys who are just grabbing rebounds, blocking shots, and muscling motherfuckers around. You don't want that around.
They don't get a good look.
Yeah. Even guys like Tony Allen, who's like a tougher player, right? Yeah. He's not the biggest guy ever, but he's like he's like a hard-nosed player, hard-nosed defender. Those guys are getting fucking edged out of the fucking league, in my opinion, to where it'll be strictly statistical as far as what we decided, like who's a good defender or not. I don't think it'll be actually about like physicality and tough nose and being tough and fucking physical on defense. I think that shit is getting like kind of wiped out unless the NBA calls an audible and like officially kind of brings it back, and then teams start drafting towards that new paradigm of defensive basketball players. Like
hear me out. Unless that's the only way Bronny James gets in the league.
Yeah. Is he a tough nosed defender? I don't think so. Hey,
I think you should watch that video. It's funny, bro.
He's a quick little fucker. He's very athletic, but is he tough? Tough on defense? Is he like hard-nosed defender? Like, or is he like Marcus Smart?
That's what the Lamine wants you to know.
Ah, you got it.
He's an NBA-ready defender.
I mean,
what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I know. And if we tie if they're looking at like someone like Marcus Smart as a tough-nosed defender, like he's not, bro. He's a crafty motherfucker. He's like, I'll know how to like draw an offensive foul. Like he does. Like he's probably the king flopper of the era, right? And
yeah,
his thing is being crafty on defense to draw fouls out or to get away with certain contact because of maybe the way he draws offensive fouls, or the way he frustrates offensive players by getting physical but making it look like it's their fault. It's like yo ref, it's them doing it. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Marcus. Offensive foul. Like, call a fucking foul on these guys. Like, that's not a tough nosed defender to me. The tough nosed defender you won't fucking hear about in the box score, man. You won't really hear about that guy.
No.
He's doing the grunt work. Right? You'll get Ben Wallace with his 2 or 3 blocks a game. You'll get the fucking Tim Duncans with their 2 or 3 blocks a game. You'll get the Tony Allens with their 1.5 to 2.5 steals, whatever the fuck he does. But you're not going to really see what he's doing on defense, what they're doing on defense that are impacting the game. That's the tough-nosed defense. And basketball fans notice that shit. They notice there's no more Ben Wallace. People who watch in these eras, they notice that Ben Wallace is missing, that Tim Duncans are missing, that even though a little bit more finesse, Hakeem's missing. Right? Hakeem and Ben Wallace are 2 different fucking specimens, right? They're 2 different things. He's like a lanky, long shot blocker. I think that's a little bit more present, right? Wembanyama is more like that. Maybe even like a Jaren Jackson. But as far as Ben Wallace, like fucking, I wear fucking headbands as my bicep fucking band, right? Like my biceps are so big they look like headbands. Look like a linebacker ass motherfucker.
I tuck in an already tucked in jersey.
Like, well, there's savages like that. But all right, sorry, I'm kind of going off track here. The culture warrior thing, like, okay, man, I think you're reaching a bit, but why not? Everyone's doing the culture war shit. So fuck it. Here we go.
Doing that to a different country or a different race. I mean, do you see where I'm going with this? Oh, jeez.
You're white, we know.
And then the black journalist who said basketball needs to stay black, and made it a black and white thing.
Keyshawn did that?
Not get in trouble for leaving out every other group.
Was it the football player talking about basketball?
To become a basketball player. Like, that journalist was so focused on the black and white issue that she didn't even consider maybe there's some little girls that want to grow up to be basketball players that are Hispanic or Indian.
Oh, he's talking about someone completely different.
Or anyone else. I'm sorry, but a white journalist could not have said something like that for a sport that originated.
I don't know who he's talking about.
White people. And, I hesitated to release this because now it sounds like whiny white privilege. Look, racism is real.
Whoa. Make baseball Caucasian. Listen. Anthony, and you can speak for me on this. The Dominicans have taken over, and
apparently it's the fucking Asians now.
It's the Japanese, bro. The Japanese
now.
They don't get treated like fucking slaves like they do in the fucking Central America, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. Fucking like these people, like, boy, we should make a video about that one day. Like, go down the rabbit hole. Yeah, Cubans, oh my god! Like, we should go to the rabbit hole with that.
I think the Cubans and the Venezuelans they get treated worse.
We have to go down the rabbit hole of that. Especially these little academies that are on like in these countries and shit like that. Oh my god, are they taking advantage of young people? Oh my god.
Just look at the Yasiel Puig story.
Yeah.
This guy had to run from the cartel to fucking join MLB, bro.
Like, oh my god. And trust me, if they want to, like, they say, oh no, the poor people in other countries, we can't help them. But if you throw 95 miles an hour, like, maybe we can help you. Maybe we can. We might have a solution for you now. All of a sudden.
Even worse, Jordan. Stay on that. Oh, they're poor. We can't help them. Oh, he throws 95. Let's get him over here. Oh, he tore his elbow. Get him out of here.
He sent him back.
Send him back.
Send his ass back. Yeah. That happens all over. Like,
that shit is the worst, bro.
Japan's lucky. They're a lot more business class about it. And they make sure their guys get fucking paid. And they have like an official. I know there's like winter leagues and shit in a lot of foreign countries, but Japan has like they have like their own Major League Baseball over there, where these guys get paid, right? So,
yeah, well, fucking ex-MLB players go get paid over there.
Yep, in Korea as well.
Korea too. When they can't play here, they go over there and they get paid.
Yeah, and obviously American teams treat them with more respect than they do some of these like super athletes that I'm telling you, man, baseball is egregious. I put it on par with boxing. It might be worse than boxing. It's one of the most corrupt like sports like globally like ever, man. Baseball is top notch, man. Taking advantage of 14, 15, 16-year-olds, man. Taking advantage of these people and offering them peanuts to what they're actually worth. Offering them peanuts, and if they fuck up, oh fuck, we didn't pay them that much anyway. Just leave them where they were. Meanwhile, these kids are training night and day at these academies to play baseball, and then if they don't pan out, it's like, well, were they doing these things? Were they getting an education? Were they learning this trade or this skill or anything like that? Like, no, it's strictly baseball for maybe a $50,000 contract for a little bit. Like I'm telling you, we need to go down that rabbit hole, man. But all right, that's another tangent. I think it's worth hearing now. Another tangent, but here we go.
Yeah.
Real. White privilege is real. But I don't have any desire to sit on a panel on national television and laugh with glee as the guy next to me lumps everyone into generalized descriptions. If it's not right, it's not right. Period. My point is, how can you expect to make progress if you have a
Martin Luther Hoops fan.
set of rules for some people based on skin color? That's reinforcing the idea of racism. Different rules, different treatment, different set of behaviors that are allowed or condemned based on skin color. It's not cool. It sets a bad example, and it encourages more of the victim mentality. It's not just one ethnicity that plays the victim card. As long as every ethnicity on the planet sees people on TV pulling the victim card and being rewarded for it, then every ethnicity is going to be taught by watching that behavior that that's how you should behave.
I think he's stepped far out of his range of that you're going into sociology, into psychology, the idea of conditioning, and all like that. I don't know where he's investigated these things before, but I don't know. I'd love to hear like more of his thoughts about it, 100%. But it smells like it's outside of what he's just saying matter of fact things. Like, if you don't teach your kids to eat their vegetables, then they won't get big and strong. Like, kind of like simple like notions of things instead of like the more complexities of like, well, maybe dad was an asshole and dad ate, he ate broccoli every day and he was a piece of shit. He beat his kids and that's why the kid doesn't eat his broccoli anymore. Like, whatever. Like, there's a whole phenomenon with human beings because we're all so fucking complex that. But whatever, I'm another tangent. All right, here we go.
I've been to France a few times, and I mean, it doesn't strike you as the toughest place on the planet.
Oh, they're tough over there.
You also can't lump
go watch their movies.
An entire country of people into one description based on your own opinion and your own experience. Well, apparently you can if you're Paul Pierce. And Keyshawn even said, hold on, you might get in trouble here. Stop. He's not going to get in trouble because of a different set of rules. Having a different set of rules sets a
because
bad
he's black.
Example.
Because he's one of those people.
Players are respecting a tough guy from France. It's just, or Europe in general.
Europe in general. Let's just throw an entire continent in there. What if Skip said players from Angola are?
Oh, shut! You just brought the example.
Skip described all people from Angola based on what he thinks they eat, what they sound like, what they act like, and how they dress. And listen, Skip can burn in hell as far as I'm concerned. My point is, did you even think about that? Would it be received differently?
I actually thought when he said Alex Caruso, I was thinking
you're talking about Gobert, who's
some weird reason.
Weird
as far
reason,
as my eyes tell me,
racist
or not,
reason?
he's not a white guy.
I mean, be honest. You were thinking a short white dude. And all short white dudes look the same, even though Caruso is bald.
All short white dude look the same.
Now, look, I don't know if that's really why, but you know damn well.
I almost want to
that
say, okay, boomer.
Turn the
Keep it
tables
moving.
here, and you
So,
can't
like,
mistake
corny joke thing.
two people just because they're the same ethnicity. Why can't he just be prepared for the show and know who they're going to talk about? Why did
He should. I want to say, okay, boomer, but then it made me think of the Dr. Disrespect thing.
Am I a boomer? Huh? Am I a boomer? Huh? Boom! How about that? Am I a boomer? Boom!
Keyshawn even feel the need to say that? It didn't enhance the conversation at all. You can be sloppy and unprepared and potentially racist and not be punished for it. It's
Stop.
a different
I think
set
it's
of
culturally.
rules. And having a different set of rules is not setting a good example moving forward. Anyways, well, that was a waste of 12 minutes. But it's out there. I'm curious what people think.
Okay. All right, there's Angry Old Who's fan. I feel like I'm way off topic now, like mentally, from where we started at about. Well, I guess the idea of. I think it's a cultural change in the NBA period. I don't care. I don't think it's racial at all. I think it's an overall. There's an advantage to be had by, rolling around on the ground and crying.
Where's Angolia?
Fuck if I know, man.
Africa.
Of course it is.
Word.
We're talking about basketball, aren't we?
Yeah, Americans.
Yeah, where are the Angolian basketball players? They're not here, bro. Where are they? They don't exist.
No, they become Americans if they're good at basketball. Right?
No, they don't even fucking play I don't even think they play basketball. What do they do? Like long distance running or some shit like that?
No, they play soccer. You know they play fucking soccer. Kenya.
Yeah,
whatever.
Kenya's the runners. Kenya's the runners.
Ah, got it. Is that racist?
You know why?
Are we racist right
No,
now?
it's because of the land, dude. It's just fucking flat as shit. It's like Kansas. Except for there's black people there, so they gotta run a lot.
Jesus Christ. Well, either way. So they got to run. Then I hear like a lighter flick. Like, oh my god, that's just hilarious to me. But all right, either way, yeah, I think this is like a cultural thing with the fucking NBA, and this has sure there's more European players, but this looked like it was like on its way in, anyways, man. From the quote unquote top American players, flopping has been present 100%, and things that would like put you out before like real injuries, like a fucking sixth of that in regards to like impact is now has motherfuckers, grown men rolling on hardwood floors crying to the referees like, oh my god, oh god, dude, what was this thing I saw? I'm gonna say two things. The one where Draymond calls LeBron a bitch, and this motherfucker gets suspended for a game for that shit, bro. After this dude walked over him, like, yeah, he should fucking, like, yo, what the fuck is that? I think he tried to nut tap him, but, he still walked over his body. He's like, yo, fuck you for that. Like, okay, fair game.
Is that new NBA rule? Can't tell the truth.
It seems like it. And then there's I've been getting recommended this clip where LeBron, I think that it's a Pacers game, and he literally stops the ref. He's like, "Yo, ref, come here. Those guys right there in the front row.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah,
They're talking shit."
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. You didn't see that when it happened?
Oh, I don't think
That
so.
was a big ass story. LeBron's like, "Yeah, get him out of here."
Getting this girl put the cry face on. I'm like, bro, she just wrecked your shit, bro. You look like such a pussy right now. Like, what the fuck, man?
Did they ask what the hell?
I think they said the N word or some shit. He claimed that's what they said.
Bro, he could do it. I seen a grown woman in the Warriors arena. Like, yo, LeBron, you a bitch ass. He's like, oh. He turns his head like, oh, what? Yeah. Security guard's like, listen, man, don't say that. Don't say things like that. Don't, just calm down. Don't say stuff like that. But I'm like, yo, it's fans, bro. It's all fair game, man. You do tone like, ref, Mr. Ref, he said a bad word to me. Get him out of here. You're supposed to dunk on their best player. Be like, huh? What'd you call me? Don't worry, I'm not done yet. There's 3 more quarters left. Don't worry about it. You should be buying them beers. Like, no, don't leave yet. Get comfortable. Watch this. Watch what I'm about to do to your team.
Well, it's like, imagine Jordan doing that shit, bro. Sorry to make it into Jordan things. Like,
I mean, theoretically, if you go to older eras, it's probably more shit they heard that was just allowed to be said to these motherfuckers.
yeah.
We were watching wrestling clips. Those motherfuckers are crazy in the crowd. They're crazy, bro. Raw as War in the 90s, bro. These people are fucking crazy. So imagine what these athletes are hearing, like, in arenas and all that shit, bro. Just to throw them off their game. Like, 100%. So, like, this dude, Mr. Ref, she said a bad word about me. Imagine that, bro. And you're 6'8", 6'9", fucking 260. Like, holy shit, bro. Holy fuck.
Yo, have you ever thought
like you are a bitch at that point? What's up?
Let's say this reverse racism stuff goes on for.
Oh my god, you want to go back to culture war shit? Go ahead. Please tell me about it.
So, will the white people become stronger?
Huh?
Like, will the white people become stronger because of the reverse racism against us?
Listen, let me tell you a little secret about sports here.
Will we be dunking on the LeBron James at 2100?
Let me tell you a little secret here about sports. Eastern Europeans have been quietly taking over for a period of time now. They're going to wait till these motherfuckers find out what baseball is, if they're not bored about it. Wait till they find out what football is. Like, wait till the Triple G ends up at quarterback in the NFL. He's fucking clotheslining linebackers. You fucking watch. Those are the guys you should be fearing, bro. You should hold them back.
Okay. Real Christians.
You should welcome them into the league now, so they don't like develop like angry genes and beat the shit out of you years later. That's what you should do. Don't let them be poor or starving, bro. The bad recipe for athletes. Just make sure everyone's comfortable so that no one can take anyone's crown, bro. Right? Yeah. Whatever. All right. There's our reaction to angry old Hoops fan. Paul Pierce failed to name one tough American player while stereotyping an entire group of people. That's such a reach and stretch. It is what it is, though. There's our reaction.